What is going on, man? We are back and Black in the building. Shout out to everybody out there at the Court Plantation doing what they need to do to survive. Roll call. Shout out to the homegirls out there in Arizona. It's time. Tanya. Shout out to everybody in Vegas. All my siblings, y'all, in Las Vegas, Nevada, dealing with all that damn goddamn heat. And that damn high-ass power bill that Warren Buffett and them is collecting money on. They wrong for that shit. I mean, you keep your damn power bill at 80 degrees and that should still be $400. I don't care what you in. Oh, well, you got a big apartment. Man, you can be in a cardboard box. They gonna charge that ass. So shout out to everybody in Las Vegas, Nevada. Shout out to homegirl Jerica as well. Shout out to the homegirls Erica from Florida, a.k.a. Florida, and the homegirl Shawnee in Philly. Shout out to Shawnee. Shout out to my brothers Dave for No Compromise, and shout out to my brother James Youngblood, and shout out to the homegirl Melina, all the way in North Carolina, aka North Kakalaka. Hey, David, James Youngblood. Hey, I'm waiting for this dude to hit me up with his information so we can schedule this live, but no response. I guess people just want to comment but not have a response. And somebody else left a comment too, trying to tell me about Francis Scott Keys. We about to get on their ass right now. Hey. Yeah, let's turn this down. This is gonna be real quick, but to the motherfucker that was like, oh, well, you know what's so funny? You know what I find funny with the dominant society and all these other racial groups? When it comes to Black American history, foundational Black American history, everybody always wants to throw in the British and throw in the French and throw in everybody else. We're not talking about the British. We're not talking about the French or the Italians. We are talking about the system of racism, white supremacy in the United States of America Incorporated. I don't want to hear any of that other stuff that y'all are talking about. Francis Scott Keys was on United States of America Incorporated land, who had over 200 slaves. I don't care when he released them. He had the slaves and wrote a song in the context of these black people was put here to be slaves for white folk. Him along with Thomas Jefferson, along with George Washington, along with John Quincy Adams, all of the presidents were a part of the system of racism, white supremacy. As my brother David from No Compromise used to always say, Warren G, you better read these books, Warren G. A black man has no rights that a white man is bound to respect. So you finna sit up here and say, well, he let the slaves go early. Oh, well, good for him. He let the slaves go early. But did he have slaves? Yes. Did he benefit from slavery? Yes, he did. Did he write a song about how he was benefiting from slavery? Yes, he did. Are we still singing that song to this day without the third verse? Yes, we are. So get off my page talking that bullshit, talking about, well, do you know, I don't give a motherfucker about that British bullshit, because we're not talking about the British right now. Everybody always wants to move the goalposts and start talking about, then when you be like, oh, well, foundational Black Americans should get reparations. Then here they go talking about, well, then all African, well, what about Elon Musk? He's an African American. I didn't say African American. I said foundational Black American. Elon Musk is an African. We're not African. We don't identify as African. That's why don't call me no African American man. Because I don't identify with nobody in no damn Africa. I don't care how much we might have similar features. Our blood in history goes back to this landmass. This is blood money. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I always want to get on my page. That's why the last podcast I tried to speak eloquently and not cuss. You know what I mean? Just to let a person know. See, then when you start getting serious, y'all notice people don't want to come back. Because they just think the buffoonery that I put on, like, oh, it's just a dumb nigga that don't know nothing. No. I don't claim to know a whole lot, but I know a little bit of a lot. And the little bit that I do know is like the sister that commented about medical apartheid. That is a great book, but a horrible book to read. Sometimes I couldn't eat. Sometimes I couldn't sleep. Just because, like, damn, dog, like, why do we gotta cuss and fuss and act a fool just to get what is owed to us? So stop. And I'm tired of people. Don't jump in my comments on my fucking page unless you ready to come with facts. Don't be talking about, well, you know, motherfucker ain't like not in their book, but you want to come with, man, get your ass out of here. Francis Scott Keys was a well-known white supremacist and an anti-black racist. He didn't like niggas, and he thought he was put on this earth to serve and do his bidding. So stop. So did Abraham Lincoln. So did George Washington. I already told you what George Washington. See, people want to talk, but then they don't want to talk. When you be like, okay, then, so how is it we didn't get 40 acres in a mule, or we didn't get 1 acre in a half of a mule, or just 1 acre, but Martha Washington got 17,500 acres of land? So how is that equal? How's that even fair to black folk that built the country for free? Martha Washington didn't have her punk ass out there doing shit. This is what I mean. So I just want to address that because, like, don't get on my page talking that bullshit. You ain't cite no books because, like I said before, most other racial groups ain't read shit. Now, a lot of these dominant society people, they ain't read shit either. They know what they people told them, but they ain't really physically went and read the books. Because they would be able to tell you about Dr. Claude Anderson and be able to tell you about another author that is countering what Dr. Claude Anderson is talking about. But you notice once you bring up Black Layer White Wealth, you bring up Powernomics, you start bringing up these different books and they be like, oh, well, then they start trolling. Then they want to call you ignorant and stupid and racist. That's why I wanted that Latino brother, Brandon. Yeah, give me your information, my brother, so we can have this conversation live. Not to disparage anybody, because it wasn't about disparaging anybody. It's like, bro, you speaking on some shit you don't even know what's going on. We talking about the Hispanics in Los Angeles, California, who feel like they're entitled to be on stage with Kendrick Lamar during goddamn Juneteenth. That ain't got shit to do with them. It's just everybody think they supposed to be included in our shit. That's why the title today is The Two Evils. You know why? Sit back, get your popcorn, and watch Joe Biden embarrass himself and watch Donald Trump turn this shit back into a circus where motherfuckers gonna be laughing at his ass. See, he gonna win anyway. He's gonna destroy Joe Biden this time. Joe Biden is an old racist white man. His kids are racist too. And his wife is too. They all are, just like Trump's peoples is racist too. They both racist. So for black folk, this should just be entertainment for y'all. Foundational Black Americans, we should just be getting our popcorn and watching and laughing and be like, oh well. And don't let these people try to shame you into voting. Like I told a sister 4 years ago. She was like, well, you're not voting? I said, no, I don't vote. Oh, well, see, y'all be the main ones complaining. I said, my taxes tell me different. And then somebody in her family started laughing. She said, okay. I said, can't nobody tell me that I shouldn't complain and all the taxes that they are taking out of my little paycheck at this corporate plantation job, that they barely paying me any money? And you think I'm finna sit up here and not complain? Don't be taking taxes out of my check and taxing my ass for illegal immigrants to come over here and eat for free. Fuck them and fuck anybody who agree with that shit. No, I don't agree with motherfuckers coming over here illegally and eating off of the hard work and sweat and tears and sweat equity of foundational Black Americans. No, Warren don't agree. So you're not getting that from me. And I'll politely tell you that. And I have to tell you that, cussing and fussing, I don't agree with that. I don't agree. I don't agree that I have to go to work every day and taxes are being taken out of my check for illegal immigrants to come here and leapfrog me and be more prosperous than my own people. No. You go to Las Vegas, Nevada, they got a Latino town. They got a little Ethiopian spots, Cuban food, Puerto Rican little spots. They had a Puerto Rican Day parade, the Puerto Rican whatever at Sunset Park. And let's not even talk about the Asians. From Spring Mountain and Valley View all the way to Rainbow, and Spring Mountain, they got that all sold up. That's where it is. Like people that haven't been to Las Vegas, Nevada, you don't know how long that is. I did a little clip of it. David and them remember that shit. I went, drove around, and showed all these things that the Asians have. And let me tell you, black folk be in there supporting them Asians like it ain't no other. When's the last time you saw an Asian at Annie's Kitchen in Las Vegas, Nevada? Because I used to eat Annie's Kitchen all the time, even though it wasn't good food. You know, you're not supposed to be eating it, but goddamn, I'd rather my own people kill me with the food than go to these Chinese people that's barely cooking anything, that always ends up on Dirty Dining. And by the way, Annie's Kitchen, she had the cleanest kitchen 10 years in a row, no demerits, A grade. We don't even talk about that. On the west side, you go to Annie's Kitchen, it's probably a line around the damn block. Her food is bomb. And people was in the comments talking shit about her food. Oh, this is store-bought. Who gives a fuck if it was store-bought? And, man, anything you eating is store-bought. So it don't even matter. But you go over there to on Spring Mountain and Valley View, you see Asians. We see a lot of niggas over there. I remember, shout out to the homegirl Nuke, and shout out to the homegirl Roxanne, aka Sister Cobweb. They was eating at this place called Juicy and Spice or Hot and Sweetie or one of them crab boil places. And I was telling them, I said, do y'all know there's all these black folk that's over here? You see what I mean? Now, y'all find me one Asian on the west side that's supporting a black business, because they're not going to support a black business at all. That's why a motherfucker try to tell me anything about anything. I'd be like, bro, nobody can tell me anything about supporting black business. I spent a lot of money on black business. I used to promote any black business on my podcast a long time ago, probably about 3 or 4 years ago. Any books that I bought, any herbs that I bought, anything that I supported, I would be like, hey, y'all need to check this out. I've been doing that. So people that know me, they know me. David, James, and them niggas know me. That's why I'll look at motherfucker upside their head, because I'll be like, bro, I don't want to hear none of that shit. I've been supporting black businesses, and I spent a lot of money on black businesses. Straight up. We not just in herbs, just in buying herbs. I spent a lot of money on herbs. So, and it's from a black herbalist. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear that. That's what I'm telling everybody. Watch the lesson of the two evils. I hope Trump win. Fuck Joe Biden. Joe Biden put all these black folk in jail and then gonna turn around and say, well, y'all wanted it. Oh, okay, right. Right, but you didn't do that to your own people, though. And then your son got busted being a fucking crack dope fiend, and then y'all try to cover that shit up and give him a plea bargain, and then the motherfucking other Republicans was like, nah, since you want to talk all this shit about Trump. Oh, and by the way, y'all, I thought Trump was going to jail because they said that nigga was guilty. Erica, Tasha, whoever is listening, y'all remember when I said that nigga's not going to jail. That is a white billionaire. I don't know why does every person think because they put theater in front of us, because we love theater, as David from No Compromise always used to say, why do we really think that they gonna put each other in prison? Remember they said they was gonna put Hillary Clinton in prison for the Pizzagate. Hillary Clinton is ducked off. She like, fuck it, I ain't winning the presidential candidacy no more, so fuck y'all. I'm just gonna go right off into the sunset and live my life. I'm telling y'all gotta understand, man. This is all theater. That's why I'm talking about this today. Y'all motherfuckers said, a lot of people were saying, oh, Trump going to jail. He's guilty on all 4 counts. So if he's guilty, he sure is having a presidential debate, because they're not putting Donald Trump in prison, y'all. Because if that's the case, Bill Clinton would have went to prison for even being in a picture with Jeffrey Epstein and an underage girl giving him a massage. They let Bill Clinton speak at the DNC. And people and black folk forget all about that a lot of the times. That's why I be like, do y'all know what Hillary Clinton and them was doing in Arkansas? All that bogus shit that they was doing? They bullies. They're fucking bullies. So I don't want to hear that shit. Don't even bring up no Obama shit. Fuck Obama. That's why Donald Trump was probably saying this punk ass, show me your birth certificate. See, he's a billionaire, so you don't think he had... What happened to that lawyer that thought she was going to bring Donald Trump down? They about to... That bitch is ruined in Atlanta. She's ruined. And then she gonna fucking put what's that rapper that signed that Birdman? I forgot his name that everybody afraid to talk about and testify against. Then you gonna have the nerve to prosecute him. All these other violent people that's out there, cause you're trying to use a nigga to make a name for yourself, and then you got exposed. That's why you don't do that to your people. So I don't want to hear none of that sucker shit. Get your popcorn, take it out. Make sure you have some extra butter. Get you a, let's go old school. Get you a Mr. Goodbar. Maybe a Butterfinger or something. Get you a little something and sit down and eat some popcorn. Make sure you get a Sprite. Get you a lemon lime Sprite. Shit, who knows what the fuck they put in this soda now. But, and just enjoy the festivities, because what they're about to try to do is start pandering to the foundational black Americans. Y'all gonna see. And see, with Republicans, they don't give a fuck about no goddamn immigrants. I'm telling you that right now. The more, have a conversation with a Republican. I'm talking about a real one. And make sure you have an empty canvas. Don't not assume that they're not anti-black racists, because they probably are. But listen to what they're saying, because what they're saying will be in alignment with a lot of views that you might have. I'm not saying that they gonna love black folk. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is listen to what they're talking about, because they definitely don't want no immigrants over here. Sit down one day and just talk to an old white racist man. They're gonna tell you. I remember when this country was just blacks and whites. And see, they were so mad at they were so worried about black folk taking over and dominating everything. Look at what happened. Y'all done let they done let the gates open. And who in the hell left the gate open? Now these immigrants coming over here and like what you call it said a comedian. I forgot his name. He was just like, they motherfuckers act like they got rights. Paul Mooney. He's like, these messages, take your hand off of me. I've got rights. Like, no, nigga, you don't got rights. You got immunities and privileges, like Donald Trump said. Oh, you think you got a right? Oh, well, the dominant society is going to show you what rights you really have. So, wake up. I suggest just do it as an experiment. I thought about doing that too. I thought Erica, Shawnee, James Youngblood, David, you know what I thought about doing? I thought about going around, get me some decent camera equipment and interviewing Republicans and white supremacists, but more Republican white supremacists, so you can really see how they feel. I really thought about doing that, so you can really see, because that's why they don't want Donald Trump in office. I'm gonna keep telling you, he's an equal opportunity racist. See, he ain't gonna just say nigga, and fuck the niggas. He gonna be like, fuck the Mexicans and them Latinos, build the wall so hard, let's build it. Let's start from hell and build it all the way to heaven so they can't get over here. And he ain't gonna give a fuck about nobody else, because he's an elitist, and if you ain't got no money, he ain't gonna give a fuck about you either. And that's what's going to happen. And that's what everybody is mad about. Even I was listening to Tariq Nasheed. He said some real shit. He was like, a lot of these immigrants are having deportation anxiety. And they are. Because they are worried about, a lot of people are worried about getting deported, because they know what's going to happen when a Republican get in. And Republicans going to be like, all right, build that motherfucking wall and get these punk motherfuckers the fuck up out of here. So enjoy your show. Don't make nobody pressure into voting for shit. And if they say, well, you need to vote Democrat because, you know, Donald Trump is racist, I want whoever doesn't know this to say Joe Biden is just as racist, probably even more, because he's been a politician, a career politician for over 40 years, and he's done nothing for black folk. He's done more harm than good. And if they say, say the 94 crime bill, I'm done. And don't even argue back with him anymore. Because most people don't even know what the 94 crime bill is. You know, when Hillary Clinton and them called us thugs and super predators, and Joe Biden asked for an extra 3 minutes on the House floor so he could talk about how it's going to be, you know, violent, and called it, you know, segregation and desegregating is going to be a jungle. That's what he said. All of a sudden, we done forgot that because he partnered up with Obama. Fuck Obama and fuck him too. Guilty, nigga. I'm done. Peace.